All right, boys, welcome back to the Hawaii Tech Dynasty here on NCAA 14. Season 1 has officially come to an end. We finished the season 3-9. We win 3 games in our division. And let's be honest, us winning 3 games with this team is a great feat all in itself. Coming over here, taking a look at job security, we are still 100% safe with Colt Brennan. You know, even though we didn't hit the 5-win threshold for the target that the program wanted us to get, the program is coming off of not winning any games at all. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that, they won 1 game year 1 and they won no games last year. The fact that we won 3 games just makes us, godly here on campus and to the school president. Looking at stats here at the end of the year, Swain was top 6 in passing yards. On the ground, we're not even, Ryan Cameron almost had 1,000 yards receiving. Romero is second in the nation in tackles only because we didn't play a bowl game. Sacks, McCarty was nowhere near with 3. And then we only had 1 interception for players. But we're going to go ahead and take a deeper dive into season stats for our guys. Ulysses Swain, 101 QBR, 3,300 yards, 18 touchdowns, 32 picks, 276 yards a game, 45 completion percentage. On the ground, he's also our leading rusher with 4 yards a carry, 5 touchdowns, two touchdowns to Barnes, another 2 to Irby. Receiving wise, Cutler led us with catches with 54 catches for McAfee, 43 for Chad Walker, and 42 for Ryan Cameron. But Ryan Cameron had the most yards with 954, McAfee 815, Cutler 705, Walker 504. Touchdown leaders, Cutler and Cameron, 6 touchdowns apiece, 3 for McAfee. But let's go ahead and look at the drops. 17 drops this year for Vince McAfee, 16 for Mike Cutler, 15 for Ryan Cameron, and 13 for Chad Walker. We're just never going to win games that way. Defensively, Romero led us in tackles with 6 all solo, followed by Justin Lewis with 41, 40 solo, 38 all solo for Valentine, 35 all solo for Jason Davis. Sack leader, Aaron McCarty with 3, Neal with 2, Richardson with 1, Young with 1, Bird with 1. We only had 3 interceptions total. 1 for Valentine, 1 for Romero, which he took back to the crib, and 1 for Jason Davis. We had 5 forced fumbles, 1 each by 5 different players, and we also had 5 recoveries, 2 to Bird, 1 to Cabral, 1 to Davis, and 1 to Rich. Now, team stats, we are almost dead last in offense, total offense, with only 5,300 yards. Take a look at, we were the bottom of the barrel with only 18.5 points per game, 18 passing touchdowns, 9 rushing touchdowns. We allowed 35 sacks, which didn't lead the nation, so it's not that bad, but so it could have been worse. And defensively, we gave up the 4th most yards of offense to teams. We gave up 2,500 passing yards, which is not as bad as I thought it would be. But on the ground, we gave up a nation-leading 3,118 yards, and then we gave up a nation-leading 1,614 points. Next closest is 489. You know what I mean? We only had 8 sacks, which is probably dead last. We only had 7 fumbles, which is probably, not dead last. Check us out. Picks, we only had 3, which is dead last. So, we got a lot of room for improvement. We only converted 34% of our 3rd down conversions. 37% of our 4th down conversions. In the red zone, we only scored 57% of the time. In our defensive red zone, teams scored 82% of the time on us. And in our defensive red zone wasn't as bad as some other teams. We only gave up 82%, gave up scores 82% of the time, but teams like UCF gave up 91% of the time touchdowns in the red zone. We were dead last in the nation in penalties committed, which is a plus. Okay, I didn't expect us to lead something. But turnover differential, we are negative 34, 44 giveaways to 44 giveaways to only 10 takeaways. We threw 37 picks, 7 fumbles, you know what I'm saying? And we caught 3 picks and we forced 7 fumbles. We're 20 turnovers worse than any team that's the next closest team. What we already talked about here, guys, 3 wins. Colt Brennan 3-9 in his first year. 0-1 versus rivals. 0-2 versus top 25. But we are safe because we're making progress. So taking a look at coach firings this year, Louisiana Tech, Rutgers, Old Dominion, Navy, Louisiana. So taking a look at head coach firings, Louisiana Tech, Fresno State, UTEP, Kentucky, Bowling Green, Pittsburgh, Rutgers, Old Dominion, Charlotte, Kansas State, SMU, TCU, Navy, our rival Hawaii. So, all those schools are going to be looking for new coaches. Players leaving, we have none because everybody was freshman walk-on, so that's a plus. We get to keep our depth for a few years around here. Now here, taking a look at transfer requests, we did make it known in the first episode we are not able to accept transfers, so we will deny their entry into school. And a 59 left in and a 64 fullback is not something that's really going to help our team right away. Now we're here at off-season recruiting, and Nevada has actually taken the lead on Dante Lee. But since we've signed 14 out of our 15 recruits, we get to put all 10,000 points on Dante Lee. We still don't even know if he's worth the trouble, but we're trying to bring as many players to the program as possible. All right, so of course, with those amount of resources we threw at this one player, we were able to bring Dante Lee onto the squad, excuse me. So we get all of our recruits, which is a plus. We're heading over to National Signing Day to see officially what we have. And now that he's on the squad, you know what I mean? Oh, we can't fully scout him. So we'll just have to figure out what he is once we get here. So, this is the recruiting class and everything. Dope. Take a look at who has top classes. We are 105th in the nation. 9 3-stars, 6 2-stars, no 1-stars. So here we are, position changes. Our team looks completely different. We have some 60s on the team, and then we have the 50s and the 40s down below. These are all the freshmen that just came in. We were able to bring in 2 quarterbacks, so they, 100% they will be playing quarterback. No ifs, ands, and buts. Now, Ulysses Swain, I don't know if he has another home anywhere, so he's probably just going to be, he could play receiver. He's a 44 overall receiver. We really don't need any 44 overalls because we have 3 receivers that can come in day one and make a difference, but, I might try to find a way to get Coulter and Cameron, in the game, but we throw the ball a lot, so we'll definitely have multiple opportunities for people to come in. Then we got Dake Cox, who was also a decent, he's a 50 overall receiver. He's played receiver pretty much this whole entire season, so we're going to officially change his, go ahead and change his position to receiver. He's only a 67 speed, but he was finding ways to get open this past season. And we got Martin Thompson. He is 100% straight up a quarterback, so we'll keep you there. You might, we're not going to cut you because we need the depth. So, all right. Running backs, one of these 2 guys are definitely 100%. Like they're probably going to be the 2-back system. They're going to overtake Barnes, immediately. We definitely need that. Barnes, just slow, man. He's not bad. I could make him like a fullback and try to get him off there, but I'm not too sure yet. And the rest of these running backs, not really much wiggle room because we didn't recruit any athletes or anything like that. So I don't really see too many people moving positions. Like Dante Lee, he's good, right? But only a 78 speed. I still might want to try to put Coulter in there. He was also only a 78 speed, but he's proven that he can get over him. But McAfee with his 90 speed is going to have to find ways to get into the lineup as well. Tight ends, Rodney Wade is going to be starting over Chad Walker. I'm pretty sure Chad Walker can probably play elsewhere, but we'll keep him there. We'll run a little 2 tight end set here and there. David Long, new starting left tackle, same left guard. Bishop, or Juco Jr. is going to start in at center right away, but we're so weak at left guard, I might move him to left guard because I don't really care about my center getting beat too much, so we'll go ahead and move him to left guard. Bracken's our right guard. Moore's gonna be our new right tackle. McCarty's still holding it down at left end. Right end, we're gonna be bringing in Kellen Clement, and I'm gonna let McCarty train just to see how he does. I mean, I could put Miller over there, but Miller's not gonna train, so he's not gonna be better than him. D tackle, Neal and Richardson still holding it down. Left outside linebacker, we got to bring some linebackers in. Nathan Cole still out there. We'll go ahead and move. So Larry Coe is now coming in to start at middle linebacker. I'll go ahead and move Valentine to, what is that, left outside linebacker. He actually goes up to a 47. but he's still behind Cole, but we need depth there, and you're going to train. You could out-train him and possibly get that spot. Justin Lee still our outside linebacker. We do bring in one corner ready to start. He is our number one guy, Greg Turner, 3-star out of Utah. Justin Lewis is still going to hold us down, you know what I mean, at free safety. Oh, he's also a senior, too. I didn't realize Justin Lewis was a senior. I thought he was a freshman like everybody else last year. So I always wondered, could he play wide receiver? He can. Justin Lewis would be a 61 overall wide receiver, and he would train this year if we did that. So I thought about putting Justin Lewis at receiver last year, you know what I mean, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that. But what I might do, I might keep him at safety and just put him at receiver in the depth chart. I think that might be what I do. Because Jason Davis, who played a lot of linebacker for us last year, is now, you know what I mean, could now be the safety. And I like the way he plays as well. For depth, we can go ahead and move somebody else to safety, free safety. But I think Justin Lewis is going to play both sides of the ball. I mean, he's going to train, and he'll be our best receiver, hands down. And we know he has hands. He's one of the DBs that has hands. You know what I mean? Catching 73. Right now, he has the best catching on the team at the 73. So, yeah, we're definitely going to put you at receiver. And then we'll have our safeties back there. Now we're ready to rock. So I thought it was gonna be a waste of time coming in here, but we actually got to move some players around that I feel like will help benefit the team. So let's go see how they train at these positions. Training results: Justin Lewis is now the best player on the team at a 66 overall, +5. Ulysses Swain goes up +3. Still not gonna be enough for him to be our starter. Wilson, Barnes, and Adams all go up +5 and 4 at running back. Fullback Montgomery is now better than Irby. Wide receiver Justin Lewis is the best option that we have. He also gets +1 speed, +2 excel. Let's see if his catching gets +4. Spec catch not that great. Route running is 62. Okay, so he's the number one threat at 6'4". And you know we got Ryan Cameron who's 6'5", who might actually get some touches at tight end. Chad Walker trains at tight end, doesn't make that much of a difference. Tom Sullivan trains at left tackle. Jenkins at left guard. Gilliam at center. Bracken +7 at right guard. +3 and 4 for Thompson and Mitchell. Left end McCarty gets +5. Shout out to him. He's a 52 overall. Right end Adam Young +3. D tackle Neal gets +3. Richardson and Richards gets +5. Left outside linebacker Nathan Cole +3. Valentine +4. Okay. Minor gets +4. McCray gets +5. Justin Lee +4, +4, +4 for all the right outside linebackers. Cabral gets a +4, +1 speed. So I like that. Morris +5 and now 50 overall at cornerback. Adam Bird +4, 45 overall. Free safety Jason Davis is a +4, +1 speed, +1 excel. So he's going to hold it down at free safety. And Ramiro's a +4 and a 54 overall at strong safety. Atkins gets +4 at kicking. Not sure if his kick power got any pluses. He did get a +4, 65 power, only 62 accuracy. And then Kalina +6 at punter. And then, +6 accuracy. I mean, the kick power and +5 to kick accuracy. So we're here at cut players. We have 63 on the squad, so we don't need to cut anybody. Not sure if we got any walk-ons that came on the squad, but this is the walk-on dynasty, so if we don't recruit players and players walk on, they are more than welcome to do so. We're just gonna go around the roster to see what's up. We got quite a good receiving core right now. I might want to redshirt Ryan Cameron, Cutler, and McAfee, but Cutler played so well for us last year. I kind of want to keep him in the roster somehow. I mean, of course, we're not cutting him. This is the wrong thing to really be looking at that. But I just want to see if we had any new walk-ons, people that are just trying to fill any needs that we needed at any positions. Surprisingly, we do not have any walk-ons. All right, boys. So here we are at custom conferences, and I'm not going to do it this season because I forgot to check. But starting next season, we're going to be doing a delegation and a relegation for between us and the Pac-12. So I'm not sure who was the worst team in the Pac-12 last year. So we're going to sit on that idea till next season. But, you know, the winner of the Mountain West, you know what I mean, conference championship will move up to the Pac-12, and the person with the worst record in the Pac-12 will move down to the Mountain West. So even if that's us and we yo-yo back and forth between the Pac-12 and the Mountain West, you know what I mean, that is just going to be, you know what I mean, what it is. And we're just going to have to get better and improve, you know, every single season. Because I do eventually want to get to the Pac-12 and stay there. But, you know, if we don't deserve to be there and we're playing like we deserve to be in a non-Power 5 conference, then so be it. All right, boys, so we are officially in the preseason. Everything starts from scratch here, 0-0. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set up our recruiting board. All right, boys, so we got our 20 recruits on the board. You know, we're going after, so these are the main positions we're going after. We're going after an offensive tackle, 2 outside linebackers, a punter, a kicker, 3 strong safeties, 3 free safeties. Now, this is going to change. These are just the positions I want to make better. But, like, I could add a bunch of 3 stars to the board and just try to go crazy. But, you know what I mean? We got to earn those. So, we'll you know, everybody on this board right now, we're not going to get, and we can add players later, but it definitely won't be no low lock players. They have to, we have to be, you know, in their radar for them to want to come to the squad, not just low lock, throw a bunch of points at them and cheese them to come to the school. Now, as far as redshirting players, I don't think we're going to do any of that, to be honest. Well, actually, we can do we want to redshirt Adam McDonald? You know, because I'm not sure even how good Clarence Smith is. Now, of course, these guys' names are going to change once I get you guys. I get these guys replaced with you guys as recruits, but we'll go ahead and we'll let them battle that out. All right, guys. So we went through the roster. We're not gonna redshirt anyone, honestly. So right now, this is a look at our depth chart. We have 3 quarterbacks finally on the squad. Dorsey right now is going to get the nod at running back, 6'1", 194. McMahon is right behind him. Fullback Montgomery, that is now his job. At wide receiver, we got Justin Lewis, former safety, 66 overall. Julius Allen, freshman. Dante Lee, freshman. And Justin Shaw, freshman. Rodney Wade is our starting tight end. We already know who's going to start where on the offensive line. Defensive line, McCarty still over there. Clement, true freshman, is starting. Reggie Neal still has his job at D tackle. Nathan Cole at left outside linebacker. Okay, I see you. He's still holding it down. Larry Coe, true freshman, is in starting at middle linebacker. Justin Lee, still our starter at right outside linebacker, but I'm going to probably go ahead and switch him with Valentine because Valentine played great last season. Even though he doesn't have as much speed, he's still, you know, always around the ball. Greg Turner, true freshman, is now our #1 corner, followed by Chris Morris, who was hurt a lot of last year, and Darius Cabral. Free safety is going to be Jason Davis. He is now the sole starter, and he's going to come in he keeps his impact star from last year. And Shane Romero still holding it down at the strong safety position. Now coming to choose our schedule, we're going to go ahead and open up the schedule. We're going to, you know, we're going to make these games difficult. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to give ourselves a cakewalk at all. We are going to take the first week of the season off. And then second week of the season, do we want to play Clemson, Bama, Florida? I mean, it really doesn't matter. Any top 5 school we play, they're going to give us the pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and play my boys, the Miami Hurricanes, you know, because we get a lot of money to come into these schools and, you know, and get beat up on by these schools. You know what I'm saying? So this is a lot of money that can be made by the university. And then I'm going to play Army just because they're a former dynasty of mine, so I'll definitely add that. So we got #7 Miami, then we got Army West Point. So it's by Miami, by Army West Point. Then we open up the conference schedule: UNLV, Nevada, Hawaii, Utah State, Air Force, Colorado, Boise State, BYU, New Mexico State, who we're actually going to get up out of there. We're going to switch out with a team, Florida or Oklahoma. I'll play Florida, so we'll play 2 Florida schools this year. And then it looks like our last game of the season, every single season, is going to be Wyoming, as long as we're in the Mountain West. So only a C+ schedule, but I really don't see us winning that many games against any of these teams. The most we'll win is probably 3 again. All right, boys, so we got all of that stuff out of the way. We're going to go ahead and start the season. Take a look and see if we got any All-Americans or anything like that, and then we're going to get up out of here. All right, so we have 4 preseason All-Americans. We have 1 gym, but since we don't scout, of course, we don't know which one of those players is the gym. So preseason polls, we've gotten a little bit better. We are no longer We are no longer the bottom feeder, the worst team in the nation. Our rival Hawaii, who beat the hell out of us last season, is next to last. We are now D's across the board. We're at 45 overall, 53 offense, 40 defense. Preseason poll, we got USC #1, Clemson, Bama, Georgia, Auburn, Tennessee, Miami, Stanford, Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State, North Carolina, Notre Dame, Virginia Tech, Cincy, Washington, Florida State, Oklahoma, Minnesota, Texas, Iowa State, Ole Miss, Florida, Nebraska, and NC State. And when I'm just realizing I did not do at the end of last season's recap, I forgot to go over the Heisman winners and award winners, so that is definitely my bad on my end. I apologize for that. Won't happen again. We are, of course, believed to finish dead last in the Mountain Conference of the Mountain West, and dead last in the Mountain West Conference. Oh, third to last in the Mountain West Conference as a whole. Heisman watch list. 3 running backs and the quarterback: DJ Williams from Auburn, Marquise Stepp from USC, Zamir White from Georgia, Lorenzo Lingard from the U, and Spencer Rattler from Oklahoma. He should not be a senior. Preseason All-Americans, we got Spencer Rattler as the quarterback. We don't have any first-teamers. We don't have any second-teamers, so we must have all-conference preseasoners. Ryan Cameron is an all-conference preseason wide receiver. And then Romero and Atkins as strong safety and kicker are preseason first-team all-conference. And then last but not least, Jason Davis is a preseason all-conference at free safety. All right, guys. So season number 1 is officially in the books, and we are officially in season number 2, looking to improve on what we did last season. You know, we might only win like 3 games again. Maybe we'll win 4, maybe we'll win 5, but I know we're more than likely not going to make it to a bowl game, and that's the beauty of this. I do not want to make it to a bowl game this early. I want this team to struggle. I want this to be a long series. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you're excited for this next season. If you are, stop and smash that like button. Hit me up in the comment section below with the recruits, with your recruiting information to become a part of this series. It's your boy UncleSamsReject, arcadegames.com. I'm out of here. Peace.
Bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money. The pressure be calling. Left on my blessings. I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something. That's why I ain't calling. Phone in progression. It's all that I wanted. The phone in affection. I summon and dub it. Cause bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems.